So I'm really glad that it's Wednesday.
Me too.
I've been thinking it was Tuesday all day long.
I didn't.
I did. But I was gone on Monday. So that, would do it.
That would do it.
That, yes.
Yeah, that would do it. This is The Perspective. My name's McCall.
I'm Ema.
And I don't know who I am.
Your producer, Butters. He's something new every day. He's blue shirt or something.
Blue shirt.
I'm Mr. Waters.
Mr. Waters.
There you
And
go.
today, Mr. Waters, I have something that I regret to tell everybody. I got scammed.
Do tell.
How?
And how? Why?
So
What?
I was on my way down to Salt Lake on Monday, and I had to go for there was a meeting at the Capitol that I had to go to, and I was doing a giveaway for my business. So I decided I was going to buy one of those like Stanley quenchers that everybody is obsessed with.
What?
Right?
I don't know what it is.
Our sales manager has one. It's one of those, it's a water bottle, but it's like a big water bottle. It has like a handle on it. It's got like the straw that comes through. It's like a 40-ounce water bottle.
Oh, okay.
So it's like what everybody's into. Like everyone was into the hydro flasks a couple of years ago. Now everybody's into these like Stanley quenchers. And whatever, good for you. I've never had one. I've never had a desire to get one, but everybody, it's like, I need it in every single color. Well, there's such a hot commodity. They're like sold out all of these different places, but there's random boutiques that will have them just in stock. Like they've adjusted them, they've painted on them, they've done
Or so you think.
epoxy or whatever on them. And, they've showed up at these different, like markets, market fairs. I don't know what you would call them. Anyway, so people show up with them. So I decided I was just going to look online. And granted, I'm not proud of this. So if my insurance agent is listening, don't. But I was doing it while I was driving, so I wasn't really paying attention. So I bought this thing.
Wow.
It was super easy. It's like a PayPal purchase. You click PayPal, it checks you out, done. It's got your shipping address, it's got everything all sorted out in it, right? So I looked at it. And you could put in your credit card information or whatever. But for me, I was like, I'll just do it this way instead because it's easier. Just one click, call it good. So I purchased this thing, got the confirmation from PayPal that was like, yep, good. You'll get details on it. Well, it went through like that Shop Pay app. So like Shopify has that little whatever it is. So it's purple, right? The purple app. And it'll give you the tracking for all of your orders that you've made through these different, whoever it is, whoever you've purchased from, which is super handy. So I get the notification that my item was delivered, and I was like, dope. It was quick, it was Monday to today. It's fast shipping. It said it was coming from Denver, so that's not like questionable to me. If it's 2-day shipping, sure. If they already have the item and it's packaged and shipped off and whatever. So I get the notification. It was delivered to my town, Michigan. I can't tell you what my town name is because otherwise I'm going to get found and people will find me. So it would be like Logan, Michigan was where it was delivered to instead of Logan, Utah, right?
Right.
So it gets delivered. There's a picture of it. Like, yep, here it is. Like they've taken the picture. It was left at the side door. So I was like, hold up just a second.
Does this town actually exist?
Yeah.
In Michigan?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It exists in Michigan. So I was like, shoot, I wonder if it just got, but then I'm like, how does that make any sense? Because on PayPal, it has my address. Even in the delivery, it says to deliver to McCall Taylor at this address in not Michigan. So I was like, that's really weird. So sent an email this morning and I was like, hey, I don't know what happened. This got delivered to somewhere in freaking Michigan. I don't live there. It's supposed to come to Utah. Instead, I don't really know what to do at this point, So request a refund, obviously. So I just leave it at that for a second. And then it just felt like fishy in my bones. I was just like, this doesn't feel right. So I looked up some stuff with it. Turns out somebody else has been scammed off of this exact boutique with this exact thing. And for me, I kind of thought that it was weird because it said that there was like only 2 left or something like that. And so, which happens, you get notifications that it's only 2 left as someone who runs stuff off of a similar website, it will pop up and say, hurry, only 2 left or whatever if there's only 2 in stock. So I was like, that's weird. So I went back and looked at it today. There's still only 2 left. So I'm like, that's weird. That's suspicious. But yeah, somebody on TikTok was like, oh yeah, I bought this exact same thing from this exact same store. I put my credit card information in it though, so I had to freeze up my bank account and everything got like taken from there. So, which is good, I guess, that I went through PayPal instead on it.
Good thing about PayPal is they will work to get it
Yes.
back.
Yes. So I submitted a claim with them this morning and I'm like so bummed. I'm like, all for a stupid quencher that everybody and their dog wants right now. That's the dumbest thing ever. So dumb, but it was like $45 and normally they're like, typically they range between like 45 and 90. And so it's like an average price for it. It's not like it was super screaming of a deal or anything, but now I'm bummed because I was expecting it to be at my house and I did a giveaway and I have the giveaway with the item that I'm giving away right there. So now I have to go buy another flippin' Stanley from somebody on eBay or Etsy or something so that I can get it because I was like, yeah, we're giving it away.
Maybe.
Stupid. This is so dumb.
See, I got scammed too.
Did you get scammed?
Yeah.
What did you do?
So, there was a site.
Yes.
You know what? I'm just going to tell you what it is. It's Kathleen's. That's what
Okay.
it's called. Kathleen's. Don't
Okay.
shop on it.
Don't shop on it. Got it.
It'll mess you up.
Oh, I hate it when they mess me up.
Anyways, so they have, and that should have been my first clue, is they had items on there that were extremely cheap.
Right.
And I was like, all right, cool. And my first thought was, you know what? I'm only out this much, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so if I don't get it, I don't get it. So anyways, I order it. And it says it's coming from China.
Perfect.
And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
So obviously it took like 3-4 weeks, right? And it finally shows up. An item shows up.
An item.
An item.
Okay.
And it was a big item, not like something small.
Yeah, right.
So anyways, I get a text that says, "Hey, your package is here." And
Great.
I was like, "Oh, cool. Take a picture of it. I want to see how big it is."
Right.
She's like, "Yeah, it was in the mailbox." And I was like,
No,
"How was it in the mailbox?"
it shouldn't be in the mailbox.
You shouldn't be able to fit in the mailbox.
Yes, it's way bigger than the mailbox.
Right.
So take a picture. It's this little tiny package, and I'm like, "That's cool."
Is it like a replica of? Those
No.
are always my favorites.
No, it was a heater.
A heater.
A heater. It was a little tiny heater that was cheaply made. Let's just say
Obviously.
that. You plug it in, and you're not sure if your house is gonna start on fire.
It probably will.
So yeah, never use it.
What a bummer.
So anyways, also family member ordered the same product, also got a fan. So
Interesting.
because I was like, well, it kind of seems legit. I mean, whatever.
Right.
So we both ended up getting fans. So I contacted her. I said, hey, I want either like money back or what am I
Right.
supposed to do with this? Because this is not what I want. And they're like, no, don't do a dispute. We'll refund the money. Somebody, and they give you the same sob story to everybody. Oh, it was one of our workers, and he's willing to give up all of his pay to pay for the product that you should have gotten, blah, 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 but we can't send you the actual product. And I'm like, okay. I said, okay, well, send me the money back. Well, we're only going to be able to do 60%.
Perfect.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I should have done what my relative did. He's like, I'm going to get my lawyer involved, and you're going to be sued. And when he got 100% back.
Well, yeah, of course.
So anyways, I got 2 heaters for about $20.
Nice. Yeah, you just got to peacock it and come up and be like,
Yeah.
I'll fight you.
I thought it was a legitimate site. Like,
Dude.
I thought maybe they actually did mess up, but I don't know how you mess up
Twice.
a really small item with a really big item. How do
Right.
you mess that up? You don't.
You don't. Well,
That's
it's not
purposeful.
legit.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, even with the stuff that I've got on mine too, I was like, this looks like a legit boutique. Like, they have a lot of random stuff, but it's a boutique. Most boutiques have a lot of random stuff.
So the moral of the
Stupid.
story is to stick to the big ones.
Stick to the ones you know.
I guess.
Or
That's
like
so
look at the
dumb.
reviews. I think that's one of the main things
Yeah.
because my mom got scammed recently too.
Ooh, what? Oh, we gotta hear this story.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
So my mom's a big fan of online shopping because you can buy things for cheaper.
Right, of course.
But we generally tell her like stick to the big ones or the ones that we tell you are okay. Like recently I just tried a new one. And it was pretty legit and I told her to stick with that one.
Uh-huh.
Does it start with a big T?
Yeah. The big T orange
I had a good
one.
experience with that one too.
I just keep buying from them. I have no complaints. Anyways.
It's like the big W, but better.
Yeah.
We'll tell you later.
Yeah, well
Oh, I know what we're talking about. Red?
Huh?
Is it red?
orange.
Orange.
It's kind of an orangish color.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, so my mom saw these shoes that were on sale and they were about like $10. So she was like, "Oh, okay, that seems pretty normal for
Right.
online."
Right.
So she ordered some for herself and she ordered some for me. And then I filled out all the information for her because I think I was out of it that day because I didn't even realize it wasn't one of the ones that we trust.
Right.
So I put in the information, sent it out. They took out the money. It was all good. Well, a month goes by and we don't get a confirmation. We don't get nothing. So I reach out to them and I'm like, "Hey, here's the screenshot where you took out the money. It says your website name on there and we haven't gotten a confirmation. We haven't gotten anything."
Mm-hmm.
So they responded, "Can we have your order number?" And I was like, "Did you not understand? You didn't
Right.
send me one. Here's the information. Here's the emails we could have possibly used." And then they came back with, "Sorry, that wasn't made in our boutique."
Perfect.
And I was like, so you're not this name?
Right.
This isn't your transaction? So what I have to do is just dispute it with my bank and file a complaint?"
Yep.
And
That's
they didn't
such a
respond
pain.
after that. So that's what I did.
Oh, that's so ridiculous because that's where I'm at right now. And obviously, I literally just filed it today. So I'm sure that someone will get back with me on it. But it's a bummer because it's like the package was delivered yesterday. I contacted them today. I didn't get a response yet because I'm not going to get a response because this has happened with other people and that's what I can find online, right? So for me, I'm like, the sooner I can get in contact with somebody, the better about this situation because I don't want them to take other money or other funds. And I just got my flippin' brand new card for this account and it finally taps. So I don't want to get another one because that's dumb.
Well, you
Then I
shouldn't
have to
because you
update
used
everything.
PayPal.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to, which is the good news of it. But it's hard because I'm like, well, shoot, is it something that I dispute with my bank? I'm sure I don't have to since it's going through PayPal, but thankfully I've never been in a situation outside of this really that I've been scammed too much. Sort of scammed once before this.
I don't think I've ever been scammed other than that.
I think my only other one, I don't know if you would consider it a scam, but kind of a scam. I got my journal or my planner that I got a couple of years ago that we have sort of talked about a couple of different times with the planner that I ordered in like November or something. And it was set to ship out like December 15th and it didn't get shipped out until like March.
You did eventually get it though.
That's right. It just sucked that it was in March that I got it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, because I kept going back and forth with them and I was like, what is, oh, I guess there is another one that I did get scammed with.
Return to sender.
Return to sender. There was another one that I got scammed with. It was one of those like teaching apps. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like a teaching app where during 2020, when everybody was like shut down with COVID, there were a lot of places that were offering different like classes and stuff like that for free, right? And this company was offering these different classes for pretty cheap. And it was kind of cool because there were like marketing classes and like coding classes and stuff like that. So I signed up for it. It, requires your bank account to be able to pay for it. It's like $15 or whatever for a class, and which was pretty cheap, So signed up for it, got it all set up, and then they started like charging me, and then I couldn't get in contact with anybody because there was no like contact us button or anything along those lines. So I couldn't get in contact with anybody over it. And I sent emails and I called numbers and the numbers were just dead ends. Like there was nothing. So they were verified on Twitter, and I have never stooped down that low, but I reached out on Twitter and was just like, look, these guys are a freaking scam and I can't get anything back from them. Nobody's responding to anything that I'm doing. I'm furious because I'm not getting messages, not getting responses. So then they finally hit me up on Twitter and they were like, hey, we're really sorry. Can we offer you free for 2 years or something? I was like, no, I want out. This is dumb. Cancel my stuff or I'm disputing it with my bank. And then they ended up canceling it, which was fine. But I remember I was like, I felt so out of control with that. I felt so uncomfortable because I didn't have any control of that situation. And I hated that. I hate that feeling, you know? Oh, I always feel bad when there's all of the scams that go on with typically they lean towards the older generation. Yeah. So devastating.
Yeah, we told her. We've given lectures to my parents.
Good.
So they don't fall for it.
Good.
I don't have to worry with my grandparents because they don't trust it anything online.
Neither do I. It's fine.
So they don't ever buy anything.
Yeah, no. We talked to my parents. One time I had fun with one of the scammers.
Oh, good.
They called me and I was like, Hi, is this Mima? And I was like, who's asking?
Right.
Oh, well, there's a legal thing that we're going to do if you don't pay. I was like, for what? What do I owe you?
Right.
Well, you owe us this much. For what? Because I don't remember making a purchase that big.
Right.
Well, it's credit.
Right.
Which company? Like, oh, we can't give you any information until you give us the last 4 digits of your social. I'm not giving you that. You called me. So
right.
What is this claim? Well, if you don't respond to us, we're gonna sue you. Okay, I'll see you in court.
Right. Well, that's the thing. It's like they always have these like massive scare tactics basically to try and get people to. It's so weird. People are so greedy, and the way that they play into like fear to get money, it's like very fear mongering. I hate that.
Me too.
I hate it as well.
It's the worst.
The worst.
The worst. You guys haven't had any other scam. I mean, I think those are the only scam situations I've really had, which is unfortunate because it seems like there's a lot. I mean, but there's two technically that I've been scammed into. I'm so bummed about this flipping thing though. This quencher.
I got scammed when I was like way younger.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to sell something.
Mm.
Maybe a phone or something.
Mm-hmm.
And usually you have to go through eBay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, basically what happened was
What happened?
They sent me their address. They must have sent me a fake email saying that I was paid,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't see it anywhere in eBay, PayPal.
Right.
They back then, I think they were like together.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so I started sending the phone off. I went to the post office, paid the money, sent it out. And it wasn't till like, I think it was that night that I was like, oh, this is not legit.
Yeah.
So I called USPS and I got a run around and finally says you can put a stop order on it. I'm like, it has a tracking number, so I don't know why you can't just like just stop the package.
Right.
So anyways, I was able to get it before it left the country. So he said if it left the country, it would be impossible to stop.
Right.
So I think it got to like California or something and then shipped back to me. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not selling anything anymore.
No, ever.
It's not worth the hassle.
Dude, I feel that to my soul. I'm like, nope, can't do it. Never, ever, ever again.
Nope.
People are ridiculous. I hate that.
I thought I got scammed one time, but I didn't. I wanted to buy a chair, and I ended up buying just the cushion for the chair.
Perfect.
So when the cushion arrived but no chair, I was like, what the heck?
Yes.
But then I looked at the order and it said chair not included. I was like,
You're
well,
like,
that was
so
my mistake.
You're like, no
Dumb.
wonder why it was $20.
That was my mistake.
Oh, that's so dumb. I don't understand people. I just don't. I don't think I ever will. And you know what? I think I'm probably okay with that, honestly. because I don't think I want to understand people like that.
This is why I surround myself with dogs.
Yeah. Dogs won't scam me.
No,
They'll just cost me a lot of money. Anyway,
that's true.
yeah. Any final thoughts when it comes to this lovely situation?
Be careful.
Please.
Double
Be
check.
careful out there.
Check reviews. If it's in like a new website, read your
I
reviews.
still don't know if those are even legit.
And even then, be skeptical because
Yep. I agree. 100% agree. All right. Well, then this has been